Senate after House Republicans passed their bill to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Now, this bill does not require all Americans to have health insurance coverage or pay a penalty like current law does. It would also roll back an expansion of Medicaid, and it weakens requirements for insurance companies to cover pre-existing conditions. As for what's next, well, Senate rules require the Congressional Budget Office review the House bill before action can be taken, and that could take anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks. Then at least 51 of the 52 GOP senators would need to support this bill for passage. Some Senate Republicans have indicated that they could write a bill of their own. If they do this, differences between both bills would have to be worked out.
Among Minnesota's congressional members, the votes were split along party lines, with Republicans Jason Lewis, Eric Paulson, and Tom Emmer voting yes. As for the no votes, Tim Walz, Betty McCollum, Keith Ellison, Colin Peterson, and Rick Nolan all voted against the bill. All are DFLers. Governor Mark Dayton also weighed in on the health care passage. He says that Minnesota will not opt out of covering pre-existing conditions.
It's an indication that they're going to really destroy a lot of health care security for thousands of Minnesotans and millions of Americans.
More than 117,000 Minnesotans are currently enrolled in private health plans through MNsure. Our Cleo Green joining us now with more on health care coverage and what this vote could mean for their coverage as we look ahead.
Yeah, we've been talking to experts who say it's a little bit confusing, and they've been digging through it to really understand how this can affect you and your family. Now, the new bill changes health insurance subsidies, which is the money that often helps people pay for coverage. And we spoke to Laura Hermer here. She's a law professor who researches healthcare and keeps track of changes. She says the big change will be in the way subsidies are figured out.
Change the subsidy so that it's no longer based on income, but rather it's based on age. So if you're 30 and under, then you get $2,000 to spend towards your coverage. If you're in the 30-year age group, then you get $2,500.
All right, now this is the MNsure website here. It says Minnesota will lose about $145 million in tax credits under the American Health Care Act. Now, the Minnesota Department of Health calculates that. Currently, the average yearly tax credit in Minnesota is $7,400, but under the American Health Care Act, that number drops down to $4,500. Now, Murmer says Minnesotans need to keep an eye on their essential health benefits. Right now, it's mandatory to provide them in your MNsure coverage, but under this bill, well, states can opt out.
So these essential health benefits are benefits such as hospitalization, maternity care, physician's visits, mental health care, substance abuse, and so forth.
Now,
so we've addressed the MNsure side of this. What about people who get their insurance from work, from an employer?
And that's a big population of people that do get their insurance through work. Now, this really allows cases for the new bill that would allow health insurance companies to introduce lifetime and annual caps on benefits, a practice banned under Obamacare. Now, if companies pursue that, people with serious medical problems could be opted out, and it could really just incur a lot of costs here.
Okay, we'll continue to watch very closely. The next couple of days and weeks will be interesting. Cleo, thank you.